Okay, guys, I see many of you have joined. Can someone please confirm if screen is visible?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Okay, great. Right. So we're discussing about the uh, subnets, right? So here, these are your subnets, which are special subnets. For example, if we need Bastion, you have to come here. You can't come here and type Azure Bastion subnet, right? Sorry for the caps. See, but irrespective of that, even if I type it, Azure Bastion subnet by keeping it default, and if I type Azure Bastion subnet, it's very slow. I see I've already typed and it is still coming there. See, it says please select Azure Bastion subnet purpose, select the purpose drop down to use the name Azure Bastion subnet. It won't allow you to type something. It wants you to select from here and it will take it automatically. This is called special subnet, right? Similarly, Azure Firewall, right? Azure Firewall subnet. It won't allow you to type. Firewall management subnet. Firewall management subnet. This is something new I was talking about. Virtual network gateway. See, gateway subnet. This is what we have done already. Route server. We haven't covered this one. It's okay. But one, two, three, four, five. Yeah. So these five. Do you see anywhere application gateway subnet? No. Why? Because that is not a special subnet. You can have any name, anything. You can go there, default subnet, whatever you want to name, it's completely fine. It is up to you. There is no issue, there is no naming convention, nothing. But it is a dedicated subnet. What does it mean? That if you want to use that subnet for application gateway, it should not have any other resource. It is as simple as that. No storage account, no virtual machine, no app service, nothing. It should be an empty and blank subnet. It can have any name, it can be it of anything. So why am I not able to select this one? Because this subnet, it may have something already on it. I mean, I know definitely it has a few details on it. My Linux machines, they are on this subnet. But did you get the understanding? Did you get the logic behind it?
Yes.
What is a dedicated subnet and what is special subnet? The one which we
Yes.
Yes.
looked
I
at
got.
now, those are special subnets. You can't rename them, you can't change anything, you can't create by same name, you can't have anything else on that. But a dedicated subnet, it's simple. Name whatever you want, do whatever you want, but it should have only that particular service. In this case, application gateway, I have named it like application gateway subnet just to look good, but I could have named anything, right? Only condition is it should not have any other resource. So here we have selected. I hope clear till here. This is first difference between load balancer and application gateway. Right? Not literally first. First one was WAF, auto scaling. Load balancer doesn't have auto scaling. Load balancer doesn't have WAF. Two. This is third difference. Click next. How many front-end IPs can I have in load balancer? I mean, I'm not looking for the exact number, but can I have more than one?
Yes, we
Yes.
can have.
Yes.
On a load balancer, can I have on single load balancer? I'm not talking about internal load balancer, external load balancer. Can I have one public IP and one private IP?
Yes, we can have.
Yes. Yes. We can.
Anyone who thinks we can't? Yes, guys, anyone who thinks we can't have a public and private IP on a same load balancer? We can have multiple IPs. We all agree to that. Immediate question is, can I have one public and private IP on load balancer? So didn't see who answered yes, but that is an incorrect answer, guys. So if I go to
Yes.
load balancer, in the first page itself, it will ask me whether I'm looking for public load balancer or internal. If I select internal, there is no option for me to put a public IP. Look at this. The moment I select internal here, and if I go to next, it will give me one VNet and subnet from where it will select an internal IP. There is no way I can put a public IP on an internal load balancer. Similarly, if I select public load balancer over there, it won't give me an option to have a private IP. So answer is, on a load balancer, you can't have private IP and public IP at the same time. You can have multiple IPs, that's a different thing. You can have multiple private IPs or multiple public IPs. That's a different thing. Let's not wait for this. Portal is very slow today. If we wait for everything, we'll not be able to complete our practical. But did you get the point, guys?
Yes.
See, at basic page, I selected internal. So it is not giving me any option to have public IP. What is it asking me? Select virtual network. The moment I select virtual network, what kind of IP am I getting? From virtual network, from subnet, what kind of IP can I get? Private or public?
Private.
Private, yes.
Private.
The moment I select subnet, which means it's an internal network. And instead of internal, if I have public, then if I go here, add front end IP, it won't give me an option to add private IP. Now it will have option to add the public IP. Obviously, I can't number the IP, but I can select one IP or I can just name the IP and it will select for me. See, it will create one IP for me. But when it comes to application gateway, can you have both the IPs at the same time?
Yes.
App gateway, I'll call it as UT-Kloud app gateway public IP. Similarly, I can have a private IP also. Got it? We can have one private IP also. It is obviously not going to take this one, right? But we can have private IP also. It has to be from our one of our subnet. And we can have only private IP, right? We can have it. But what does it say? Application gateways with tier standard V2 don't support only private IP address. Front end supports secure tiers are standard WAF. See, if I want only private, then which one will I have to take? I will have to take WAF.
WAF.
But here we are just going ahead with public IP, so it's okay. We don't have to worry about it. Public IP, I've taken. Click next. Backend, it's uh, kind of similar to what we had in load balancer. The difference we'll cover here. So first backend, I'll call it as app service. This is something I don't have in load balancer. When I go to load balancer, you can ignore the spelling mistake. I do not have an option to add app service. I can add IP, I can add fully qualified domain name, I can add virtual machine, I can add VMSS. In application gateway, in load balancer, both. But application service, app service is something which you can't have in your load balancer. It's only here. Though I'm not going to use this as a backend, but just I'm creating one. We'll leave it. Add. So we have one app service backend, but the actual one which we want to use, let's add another backend pool. In load balancer, can we add multiple backend pools?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Naming it as VM backend pool, so at least I know. Right? So virtual machines, application gateway VM1, application gateway VM2. These are the three machines which we just saw them. Right? So this is 2 and then this is 3. Can I have application gateway and app service together? What do you think? In one backend pool. Just a guess. I know you guys have not done this topic, so when I'm asking the question, I'm just trying to understand your approach, your understanding. So if you can be incorrect, that's completely fine. What do you think? In one backend
No.
pool, app service and virtual machine. Possible?
I think not.
It is, but not from here. The moment I click add, see, adding a virtual machine, VMSS, IP address, fully qualified domain name to a backup pool that's containing an app service, it is possible using PowerShell. So it is possible, but using PowerShell, there are some scripts. So you will never see people doing this. They will stick to sort of one kind of category. And that's what we are doing in our practical. By the way, can we add a pool without adding these servers or anything? I just want to add a blank backend pool. Is it possible?
No.
It is. See, add blank, add backend pool without target. Yes, target is the word I was looking for. So we can have one. We can come back. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right? It won't have the complete system, or it won't work without target servers. It won't work. But we can create it. We can come back later and do it. Which is the only component in load balancer, guys, which you have to create. You can't create load balancer without that component. Is it
Public
backend pool?
IP.
Yes. Is it only public IP? Will I call that public IP? What about
Front-end IP, I think.
front-end
Front-end
IP is the
IP.
Front-end.
correct jargon. Yes, front-end IP you have to configure, be it public or private, whatever. Backend pool rules, I can come back later and do it. Now configuration. In load balancer, I said we can have, I mean, we saw it, forget said, we literally saw that. I had two public IPs. In in application gateway, can I add two public IPs? Any idea? We can't, unless it is changed. It is not changed. An application gateway can have almost, or sorry, at most only one public IP and one private IP. Private we can add, but we are not worried about the private. The question was, can I have two public IP like load balancer? Can we have it? We can't. Right? Backend we have already added. What is pending then?
Rules.
I think
Not in
health
the
pro.
rules.
Health probe is missing here. Health probes will come under rules. By the way, for interview, you don't have to remember this click by click. Things which I am emphasizing on, you have to remember those differences, auto scaling, facility to have multiple IPs, SKU, WAF. These are the things you have to discuss on, right? No one is going to ask you click by click option. Let's add routing rules. And I'm naming it as my web pool. The web pool rule, I will call it HTTP. Priority 10. I don't have any conflict, but still I'll have to give a priority. Listener name. Again, I'll use the same name. This is my listener. Right? Public IP v4. In front end, I'm using v4. HTTP, because nowhere I'm using certificate or anything. I'll come to this. I'll show this to you. First, let's do the basic one. This is very important, by the way. Backend targets, we have to select here. See, when we are creating rules, right? We have selected the listener and everything. But did I connect these two front-end IP and backend target? Did I connect it anywhere?
No.
I haven't yet. So that we are doing here under backend targets. Backend target, which one is required in this case? I want to do it for those three servers. So which backend pool should I use?
VM backend pool.
VM backend pool. See, this is the reason naming convention, sensible naming convention is always useful. Settings we haven't created, right? But here it is. We are creating it now. This is your, what is it in load balancer? If you compare it with load balancer, what is it?
Health probe.
Health probe. Now it will go on check every website. It will check every server on 80, and this is how application gateway will know which server is working or which server is able to give the service. Even if it is on, but port 80 is not working, it's useless for them. Click on add. Application gateway takes a lot of time to be created, and today portal is slow. So I hope add multiple targets. We don't have to do it now. Click next. Tags, we have already explained, don't have to worry about it. Tags are similar on every resource, guys. It is running final validation. Then we'll click on create. It will take some time. Meanwhile, if you guys have doubts, questions, anything, feel free to ask. I'm creating it. Yes, guys. Any doubts, any questions? It is being created in this page. Don't get confused. On this particular page, our application gateway is being created. Once I have it, I will share the public IP with you. You guys will be able to go ahead and check. Then, like we did yesterday, either I'll shut down the server or I'll just turn off the port 80 or I'll turn off the website on this one. And you will be able to see it and you will be able to check that how it starts reacting on compared to the nature of our backend target server. If my server is shut down, it won't send any traffic. Right? Yes, yes. Any doubts, any questions?
May I know what is listener there?
Okay, let me go
Listener.
there. Let me
I
go
see.
there. I'll go there and explain. Listener is nothing. Listener and backend setting, everything. Listener is something your target, who's going to listen to you. By the name itself, you'll understand. Listener, that who's going to listen to this. Target servers. I'll go back there again. I'm just naming it new. I'm not going to create this one, don't worry. Why am I able to select this one as of now? I already have one application gateway on this one. I'm not able to select this one because this already has something. But this one also has one application gateway. Why am I able to select it?
Not yet created.
Simple, yes. It's
Still
not
in
yet
creation.
created. Yeah, it is still in creation. It has not uh, established that record. Application gateway is still being deployed, right? That is the only reason. Yeah. So let's go there. I'm not going to create this one. Okay, like what does it say, guys? That you can't have, obviously, I don't even have to explain this. By mistake, I just selected two machines. So I can't have that. Similar machines. Still being created. Backend pool is ready. Public IP is ready. Listener. Okay. What is listener? Use a descriptive name for your listener. You won't be able to edit name. Okay. It doesn't hasn't given the definition of the listener. Listener is nothing. Your backend target, your backend servers. Who is going to listen to this request? Someone which is coming on this IP. Fine, I have accepted that. Who's going to listen? It is as good as your backend pool. That's what it is asking. This is the reason you're selecting here your backend pool. So ये बस उसका आप नाम दे रहे हो that this is my listener. You are selecting a backend pool here, fine. But you're selecting a listener over here. You're naming it. Why do we have this differently? To be very honest, I don't even know. I mean, they could have everything under the same page also. Could be some rationale. We don't have to worry about it. A listener listens to a specific port or IP address that uses the specific protocol. If listener criteria are not met, the application gateway will apply this routing rule. See, here we don't have anything other. All these settings we have in load balancer also, right? So why? And in fact, here we don't even have. I can put listener anything. यहाँ पर कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं कि I have to match this with my website. So I won't be able to answer rationally क्यों था उसके पीछे, and I have told you guys we don't even have to get into this. But maybe if it is just for your interest, I can search and share it with you. What exactly they thought of this while creating this? They could have simply created everything here, right? Listener, but technically it is nothing. It is your backend pool. Simple.
Yes, it's got it.
right? Under backend, I've selected same servers. Here, I'm saying HTTPS 443. Okay, fine. This is something which I want to explain it to you guys. There's a concept of and a must ask question, but not for the admin level. Uh, if I talk in numbers, right? Though don't count me exactly on this, guys. It will never happen. It's not a written rule कि ऐसा ही होगा. But if you are going for a deeper role or maybe थोड़ा सा complex role के लिए जा रहे हो 25 LPA plus where expectations are more from you guys, right? तो थोड़ा सा डिटेल में पूछ लेते हैं about your uh, end-to-end encryption and TLS termination. Remember these terms: end-to-end encryption and TLS termination. I had one image. I'll try to get it in the next session. We have 7 minutes left in this one. Oh, no, we have enough time, but I'll get the image in the next session to show it to you. What is it? But first, let's check this one. Once this is created, then I will explain it to you. Here we are going to talk about uh, SSL termination or TLS termination. Same thing. TLS is the latest one, I would say. So TLS termination and end-to-end encryption. What are these two concepts? I'll be explaining it to you. First, let's wait here and let's see if we are able to access all the websites, all the servers. When I shut down one of the servers, I won't even literally shut down the server. I just stop the IAS service on that, and that should be fine. So let's wait here. Meanwhile, if you guys have any doubts, any questions on this one, what we have been doing, please do ask. SSL termination and end-to-end encryption, I'll be starting in some time now.
So I have a quick question.
Yes.
Well, it's regarding like auto scaling. I'm again like getting a bit confused. Like, will it increase the virtual machine's resources like CPU and memory, or will it create a new VM in the backend pool? That is a little bit confusing. For auto scaling,
It will
yes.
create the instance. It clearly says it gives you the control that how many instances do you want, minimum 2 and maximum 10, right? If I keep it minimum 2 and maximum 4, then it will have 2 instances all the time and maximum 4. If my load is increasing, it will create one more instance, it will create one more instance, but maximum it will go to 4. So it is not increasing RAM, it is not increasing the size of the machine. Increasing the size of the machine is your uh, what is the term, guys? What are the two terms we have in auto scaling?
Horizontal scaling and vertical scaling.
So if I'm increasing my RAM and this one, what is
Horizontal
it?
scaling then.
It is horizontal scale. Is
Horizontal.
it scale up or scale out?
Scale up.
Scale up.
Scale up.
What is the drawback in that?
We get downtime in that
Reboot,
horizontal
yes.
scaling.
So,
Yeah.
Amnish, to answer your question, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Shine, but your answer was correct. I got it. And by the way, this will happen in your interview most of the time. Don't get offended ever. Interviewer has half an hour. If you are just keep talking about one answer, he will cut you. He'll say, "Okay, I got your understanding is clear on this point. Let's move to the next point." Right? So I got your answer. So coming back to your point, Avnish, this is not scale up. This is scale out. Scale up में जो है machine का RAM and CPU वगैरह बढ़ता है, but the moment it is increasing, it will ask for a reboot, right? Which is not seamless then. So it is scale out. It will, if you already have one instance, it will have two instances. If you have two instances, it will increase by one more instance. That is the reason over there, the control is given to us that how many instances do you want maximum. ऐसे तो नहीं रख सकते कि indefinite or infinite number रख दो, it will keep increasing, then your bill will be in thousands of dollars or maybe millions. So there has to be a cap. So the moment you see that cap, it clearly shows that it is instances, and the word is clearly written there. Instance का मतलब ये extra VM. Now, how they are making sure that हमारे load balancer का जो हमने पूरा इसमें बनाया है front end IP से configuration जो पूरा किया है, it will be exactly like on the second machine. None of our business. We don't even have to worry about it. Azure's headache, they will do it. In virtual machine scale set, we have to do it. वी एज एन उसमें भी Azure admin को नहीं करना पड़ता है. मे बी यू क्रिएट वन इमेज, वो ऐसे इमेज से पुल करता है, राइट? और यू हैव सम सॉफ्टवेयर विच विल सिंक्रोनाइज. मे बी यू हैव सम स्क्रिप्टिंग के सर्वर बनते बनते ही यहाँ से इसका डेटा उठा लो, एप्लीकेशन यहाँ से ही कर लो, IIS इंस्टॉल कर लो, अपाचे इंस्टॉल कर लो. दीज आर मल्टीपल वेज. there is at least a little bit of contribution as an Azure admin over there from us, maybe creating image or something. But यहाँ पर this is a PaaS service. We don't have to worry at all. It is completely Azure's headache how they want to do it. Someone else was asking something, guys?
सर ये बिल्ड शीट में नेमिंग कन्वेंशन और कौन सा टाइप का यूज करना है ये मेंशन रहता है क्या सर?
Do you think you know the application well? Again, this is not this has nothing to do with your technical, right? Maybe you are a technical person, you are core technical more than your architect. आप daily काम कर रहे हो, right? It is as good as if I give you an example, doctor or nurse, who's more qualified in terms of paper, doctor, but who's good to take injection from? Nurse. They do it on daily basis. डॉक्टर्स इंजेक्शन नहीं लगाते, सो नर्स का हाथ जो है थोड़ा light hoga. They have good practice. Similarly, being an Azure engineer, you have good thorough knowledge. What are the differences, etc., etc., ABC, XYZ. But an architect, he has sat with your application team. Your architect knows unka budget kya hai. Do they actually want to go with WAF? What is the nature of the application, right? So this call will always be taken by your architect team, and build shield will come from them. It has nothing to do with your technical skill, nothing to do with your pay scale or pay grade. कुछ भी नहीं है. Just simply role, two different roles. Got it, guys?
Yes.
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 Trying to get to the IP address. Unfortunately, guys, I could not manage some certificates. Wanted to show you with the practical. I'll see if time permits. Maybe next time I'll cover this. But even if you understand the concept, it should be good enough for you. First, let it appear. I will see the basic one, then we'll go for that one. Are you guys able to see the panel on my screen? Like this mute, unmute panel and attendees, etc. Is it visible to you guys? I've dragged it on this
Yeah.
screen now. It is visible, right?
No.
No? Okay, fine. Okay. Unfortunately, it's very slow today, but we can't do anything about it. We'll have to wait. I'll have to show it to you. Uh, so let's wait for till the time we get this IP address here. It has been built already. Just waiting for the IP address to appear. Meanwhile, this is what I'm talking about. TLS termination and end-to-end encryption. End-to-end encryption will be something like this. Okay, it's already there, I guess. This will be end-to-end encryption. I'll explain this. We'll go to portal. We'll explain this first. Let's check. And here I wanted some certificates from Let's Encrypt. Uh, Let's Encrypt will give me free certificates. but unfortunately that site is, I guess, down or didn't work in the morning, so I could not manage that. If required, I'll do that, but I'm going to explain it in detail, don't worry. And this is very crucial, guys. Focus on that, and if you are good with it, then you will have a brownie point in your interview. Trust me on that. As in, not everyone will be able to explain the concept of TLS. People who have actually worked for 3 to 5 years, they will not be able to explain. This is the reason I told you that they won't even ask you if you have applied for some junior role. They won't even ask you, don't even expect you to do it. Surprisingly
So
slow.
this portal portal slowness is very frequent,
No,
and
it
if
is
yes,
not.
then will it not impact? Okay, okay.
It is not, but
Sometimes it
nowadays,
happens.
yeah, sometimes it happens. Nowadays, from last 1 or 2, 3 weeks, we have been facing all kind of issues with AWS, Azure, Cloudflare.
So will it impact the day-to-day operations and production? Obviously.
Obviously, it will. Imagine you have to create 10 machines
Mm.
this week, and this is how it is
Mm.
working. But not
Oh,
your
yeah.
fault. Everyone knows it.
Okay, okay.
Forget creating if there is a machine which is not working or an application gateway, it's not working. A ticket has come to you. Please go ahead and check what's you want to go ahead and check rules. You want to go ahead and check front end IP configuration, everything, and this is where you have stuck. It is going to impact.
Mhm.
While this is working, guys, let me show you a few things, right? So now here, if I go, uh, this is my website. Okay, even I got some certificate already. So I don't think so I have any. Uh, let's see one of our servers. Anyone has IP address handy, the one which I shared with you guys? 3 IP addresses I shared initially. Just need any one of that. Or it's okay, I think I got it. Here. Can you see this? 4 dot 236.208.87. Right? First thing, guys, understand one thing. Do you think in your production environment people would be giving IPs to all your colleagues or to maybe to your users, etc.? Do you think they will be dealing with IPs?
No.
No, right?
No.
They'll always be dealing with domain name. So that is what just a simple one step called custom domain and applies everywhere. Right? So I'll show you maybe today or any time. It will be there in every part. It is there in AD or everywhere. And DNS. There are only two things you require to change this to a domain name. DNS में mapping करनी होती है and a custom domain you need to add. Right? For that you require an actual domain. I do have an actual domain, but इसकी मैंने settings already कर रखी है. So I may buy one domain and I'll show it to you sometime. It's not a part of only networking. It is there in AD. It is there some anywhere. Keyword which you need to remember, it's custom domain. That even in app service, this app service, the one which I gave you, where is it? एक ऐप सर्वर ये दिया था आप लोगों को, if you remember, right? Do you think if I want to host my website, the actual website, would I like a name like this? The one which I gave you, UT-Kloud hyphen on dot microsoft.com. इतना लंबा चौड़ा सा नाम था. If someone has it, paste it in the chat. If you guys have it handy. My web app name, the one which is hosted on the function app. Look at the name of that app. Let's say that I have my code and everything is ready, right? And I'm hosting my website. I will not like my website's name like this. So how to get it to my company's name? So very simple. First thing, I'll have to go and purchase a domain. Azure won't sell it to you. Maybe GoDaddy, BigRock, uh, कहीं से भी purchase a domain. Go to that domains admin, and over there change some DNS settings and come here and go for this custom domain. Now if I show anything, won't make sense. चल ही नहीं रहा, आपको दिख ही नहीं रहा what am I trying to say here. Okay? But you have to go to custom domain and then that IP will be mapped with your domain. So next time we don't have to worry about the in this case applications gateway. Where will you use the custom domain, on individual target servers or load balancer?
I think on
Or
load balancer.
application gateway.
Load balancer.
Yes, yeah, load balancer or application gateway, whichever is your front end IP, there you will use it, right? Because that is the point where you want clients to connect. Your target servers का किसी को पता भी नहीं क्या है. Now look at this. I do not want my website to look like this utk-test-function-app.azure website.net. No, I simply want utcloud.in. So what do I have to do? I just have to purchase that domain first, right? I have already purchased it. I have to go over there from whoever I have purchased, their admin page. They give the admin page, etc. Just add some custom domains and add these records over there. Once the records have been updated, you just have to see add custom domain. And this applies everywhere. Application gateway, load balancer, you create your web app, you create your anything, wherever you want. Apart from this fancy name, you want your proper domain. The only one answer is there: custom domain and DNS setting. Remember these two keywords. That's it. And most of the time, trust me, you don't even have to do it. Why? Because do you think as an Azure admin, you are working for TCS, let's say. So do you think as an Azure admin, you will go ahead and purchase TCS.com on behalf of TCS? Is it your job?
No.
No, they will have their internal team, IT team, corporate credit card. There will be plenty of things, checking vendor, right? Signing at authorities, etc. There will be plenty of things before buying a domain. And they will have their own admin. So as an Azure admin, you won't have to do everything. You just remember these words that to make sure that our domain is there, we require custom domain and DNS settings. Guys, we have only 30 seconds left in this session. Our application gateway is still not loaded. I don't see the public IP. Let's take a break of 5 minutes or maybe 7 minutes. The moment I see the public IP here, I'll share the public IP in the chat window. Go ahead and try accessing, and then I'll put a message to join, right? I'll try refreshing and something. I'm stopping the session now. We have only 10 seconds left.